Why do some people keep learning English and others stop so soon? Hello, my friends. I'm Tom, and welcome back to English. Today, we're talking about the power that helps you continue learning English, even when it's difficult. We're talking about the idea from a famous book called Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance by Angela Duckworth. Grit means you love something and you don't give up. It means you care about your goal and you stay with it for a long time. Maybe you have asked yourself, why do I stop sometimes? Why do I feel lazy? Why does my friend keep studying but I don't? The author had the same question. She wanted to know, why do some people keep going when things get hard, then others stop? She studied many people, students, workers, athletes, even soldiers. She found something very special. Success was not about being smart. It was not only about luck. It was not only about talent. It was about something else. It was about something inside. It was about grit. It was about passion. Passion means a strong love for something. When you really enjoy learning English, when you feel happy to listen, to read, and to speak, that is passion. It was about perseverance. Perseverance means not giving up, even when it's hard. When you try to speak English, you make mistakes, you feel shy, but you try again. That is perseverance. So today, we will talk about how to be strong and never give up learning English, and how to make English learning part of your life. Are you ready? Let's begin. So the author says that grit is what makes people strong. Grit means you have a dream and you keep working for it, even when it's not easy. Imagine you're learning English. At first, everything feels difficult. You can't understand fast speech. You forget words. You feel shy when talking. But you keep going. You listen to podcasts. You watch short videos. You read a few pages every night. You practice speaking with yourself. And you never stop. That is grit. You are growing. You are not stopping. The author found that successful people have this quality. They keep trying when others stop. So, if you continue your English journey, even when you don't see fast results, you are already a gritty person. The author says that talent is not enough. Some people are born with talent. They learn quickly. They understand fast. They look smart. But if they don't work hard, their talent doesn't help much. Other people learn slowly, but they keep going. They practice. They repeat. They don't give up. And in the end, they become better. Let's imagine two English learners. One of them learns fast, but she studies only once a week. The other one learns slowly, but she studies every day, even for 10 minutes. After 6 months, the learner who studies every day speaks better English than the learner who studies only once a week. Why? because she was consistent. Consistent means doing something again and again. So the secret is simple. Be consistent. Practice a little every day. When you listen to English every day, your brain becomes stronger. When you speak every day, your mouth becomes faster. When you write every day, your ideas become clearer. That's how you grow, not with big jumps, but with small daily steps. The author says that people with grit are not the fastest learners. They are the ones who don't stop learning. So keep going, my friend. Don't stop when it's hard, because the hard moments are where you grow. The author also talks about something very important: trying again. Everyone fails. Everyone makes mistakes. But people with grit see failure in a new way. They say, "It's okay. I can try again." When you fall, you don't stay down, you get up. For example, maybe you tried to talk with someone in English and they didn't understand you. You felt embarrassed. But next time, you will try again. You'll say the words slower. You'll remember new expressions. You will do better. That is grit, to keep standing up. The author says failure is not the end. It's part of the road. It's part of the journey. So if you make mistakes in English, be happy. It means you are learning. Every time you make a mistake, your brain learns something new. That's perseverance, to keep trying when it's not easy. Now let's talk about passion. Passion means loving what you do deeply. It's the fire inside you that makes you wake up and say, "Yes, I want to do this again." The author says passion is not just about fun. It's about caring deeply for something, even when it's not fun every day. For example, if you love English, you will continue even on boring days, even when you're tired, even when others say, "Why are you still studying?" Passion is when your heart says, "Because I love it." Some people think passion comes in one big moment, like love at first sight. But the author says passion grows slowly. When you keep learning something and find meaning in it, passion appears. Maybe you started learning English for school. Then you realized you enjoy understanding songs or movies. Then you started to talk with people from other countries. Slowly, you discovered your passion. That's how it happens. So don't worry if you don't feel passion today. Keep learning and passion will come. All right, the next word is purpose. Purpose means the reason you do something. People with grit have a strong reason for what they do. They know why they want it. Maybe your purpose is to get a better job. Maybe your purpose is to travel and talk with people. Maybe your purpose is to teach your child English. Your purpose gives you energy. When you are tired, it reminds you why you started. The author says passion is about what you love, and purpose is about what you give. When you learn English, you are not only helping yourself, you can help others too, by sharing ideas, by teaching, and by inspiring others, by motivating others. And that's beautiful. So next time you feel tired, ask yourself, why did I start learning English? Your answer is your purpose. The author says people with great practice a lot, but not just any practice. They practice with care and focus. When you study English, don't just read words. Use them, speak them, write them. When you listen to a podcast, don't just listen. Pause, repeat, copy the pronunciation. That's real practice. It's not always exciting. Sometimes it's boring. Sometimes you don't see quick results. But that's exactly how you grow. It's like a small seed. You water it every day, and one day it becomes a tree. Your English is that tree. So keep watering it with daily practice. All right. Now, many people start strong and stop quickly. They feel excited in the beginning, but lose energy after a few weeks. The author says grit means staying strong for a long time. Not just 1 week, but months, years. Think of English learning like a long road. You walk slowly, step by step. Some days it rains, some days it's sunny. But if you keep walking, you will reach your destination. The secret is not speed, it's staying on the road. So don't quit too soon. If you're tired, rest, but don't stop. The author studied soldiers, teachers, students, and athletes. She found that gritty people don't always win quickly, but they always keep trying. She met a soldier who failed an exam 3 times, but he didn't give up. He studied harder, trained again, and finally passed. She met students who didn't get the best grades at first, but they kept practicing, reading, and learning, and finally, they became the best. This is true for you too. You don't need to be perfect today. You just need to keep going tomorrow. The author says grit can grow. You are not born with it. You can build it like a muscle. How? First, find what you love. Maybe it's English, music, art, or teaching. Second, practice every day, even for 10 minutes. Third, remember your purpose. Why are you doing it? And fourth, don't give up. Rest if you need, but return. Come back. Every small action makes you stronger. When you listen to English, you grow grit. When you write a few sentences, you grow grit. When you repeat difficult words, you grow grit. You're training your heart, not just your brain. Now, the last part of the book is about hope. Hope means believing that good things can happen, even when things are bad. People with grit have hope. They say, I can get better. Tomorrow will be easier. I will try again. Hope is not only a feeling, it's an action. It's when you try again after falling. Every time you continue, you are showing hope. So, when you can't understand something today, don't be sad. Say, it's okay. I'll try again tomorrow. That is hope. And that hope is what keeps grit alive. All right. So let's remember everything we learned today. Grit means passion and perseverance. It's the love for something and the strength to keep going. People with grit love what they do. They practice every day. They have a purpose. They don't give up. And they always have hope. You don't need to be the best. You just need to keep trying. That is true for English. That is true for music, for work, for life. So, my friends, keep your heart open. Keep your dream alive. You already have grit inside you. Just use it every day. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of English Unleashed. You did something amazing today. You learned English and you learned about life. So when you wake up tomorrow, say, I have grit. Bye for now.